In the quiet little town of Bethany, just 2 miles from Jerusalem, there lived 3 siblings who were dear friends of Jesus: Mary, Martha, and their brother Lazarus. Their home was a place of warmth and welcome for him, a safe retreat where friendship and love were freely shared. But one day that home was struck by sorrow. Lazarus became gravely ill. His sisters, desperate and clinging to hope, sent an urgent message to Jesus: "Lord, the one you love is sick." You can almost hear the unspoken plea behind their words. "Come quickly, heal him. You've healed so many others. Surely you will come for your friend." Yet, to their surprise and confusion, Jesus did not rush to Bethany. He stayed where he was for 2 more days. Imagine Mary and Martha watching at the window, scanning the road, hearts sinking as each hour passed and no sign of Jesus appeared. Their worry deepened into grief as Lazarus slipped away, and soon he was gone. Their brother was buried in a tomb, sealed with a stone, and all their hope seemed buried with him. Finally, after 4 days, Jesus said to his disciples, "Let us go back to Judea." The disciples were uneasy. Returning near Jerusalem meant danger, for there were those who wanted Jesus dead. And besides, what could be done now? Lazarus had been in the tomb too long. But Jesus, with quiet certainty, declared, "Our friend Lazarus has fallen asleep, but I am going there to wake him up." When Jesus arrived in Bethany, the house was filled with mourners, the air heavy with sorrow. Martha, ever the practical and outspoken sister, hurried out to meet him on the road. Grief and faith wrestled in her voice as she said, "Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died. But even now I know that whatever you ask of God, He will give you." Jesus assured her, "Your brother will rise again." Martha nodded, her theology sound but her heart still aching. "I know he will rise at the resurrection on the last day." But then Jesus spoke words that must have shaken her to the core. "I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in me will live even if he dies, and whoever lives by believing in me will never die. Do you believe this?" In that moment, standing in the middle of her grief, Martha confessed her faith. "Yes, Lord, I believe that you are the Messiah, the Son of God, who is to come into the world." Then Mary came weeping, her tears mingling with those of the mourners. She fell at his feet, sobbing the same words Martha had spoken. "Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died." Jesus, moved deeply by their grief and the weight of the moment, wept too. Think about that. The Son of God, creator of the universe, standing at a friend's tomb, letting his tears flow. It is one of the most tender glimpses of his humanity. Then came the moment that would change everything. Jesus walked to the tomb, a cave with a stone rolled across its entrance. His voice, steady and commanding, broke the silence. "Take away the stone." Martha, ever practical, hesitated. "But Lord," she protested, "by this time there will be a stench. He has been dead 4 days." Jesus turned to her gently but firmly. "Did I not tell you that if you believe, you will see the glory of God?" The stone was rolled away. Jesus lifted his eyes toward heaven and prayed aloud, "Father, I thank you that you have heard me. I knew that you always hear me, but I said this for the benefit of the people standing here, that they may believe you sent me." Then, with a voice that rang with both authority and tenderness, he cried out, "Lazarus, come out!" At first the crowd held its breath. Then movement. From the darkness of the tomb emerged a figure stumbling forward, his hands and feet wrapped with burial cloths, his face covered with a cloth. Lazarus, alive. The gasps of the crowd turned into shouts of astonishment, joy, and worship. Some trembled in awe, others broke into tears of relief. Mary and Martha rushed forward, scarcely believing their eyes, overwhelmed with joy as they embraced their brother. Jesus, with a touch of practical humor, told the stunned crowd, "Unbind him and let him go." You can almost imagine the people fumbling to unwrap the linen, laughing and crying at the same time, as Lazarus blinked at the sunlight, breathing freely after 4 days in darkness. The raising of Lazarus was more than a miracle. It was a revelation. It showed Jesus' power over death, his authority as the resurrection and the life, and his compassion that reaches into the depths of our grief. And it pointed forward, foreshadowing his own resurrection, which would forever break the power of the grave. Bethany would never be the same. Neither would the world. If you are loving this video, please hit both that subscribe and like button to help this message to spread far and wide. Check out the rest of the Bible Stories playlist to enjoy heartwarming events of the Bible brought alive. Thank you for supporting the Wake Up channel. God bless you.